Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another PS5 video. Today we have a massive development to talk about. We finally have the ability to fully activate our PS5 accounts using a new fake activation method. This breakthrough comes to us courtesy of earthonion, and we currently have a test payload available that was put out there by ConsoleHax. I'm going to leave the links for everything down in the video description below. Now, before we jump into the tutorial, I need to stop and give you a major warning. This is currently a test payload. It is in an alpha state. I honestly do not recommend running this on your main profile just yet. Why? Because there are bugs. We are seeing issues with duplicate accounts being created and potential save data corruption. My recommendation is to watch this video to see what's possible, but wait for the full stable release. But the good news is, once this is stable, we are going to have a fully functional, activated PS5 experience offline. So, why is this significant? Why do we need a new activation method? First, this is being developed largely to streamline the upcoming PlayStation View exploit. Right now, when you try to run the YouTube jailbreak or similar web browser-based exploits, you are constantly hit with those annoying sign in to PSN pop-up messages. Having a proper full activation on the console bypasses those pop-ups entirely. It makes running the exploit much smoother. You click it and it just works without the nagging screens. But the second benefit, and honestly the one most of you care about, is feature unlocking. With the current fake activation method we've been using for the last year, the PS5 is activated in name only. It doesn't actually unlock the system-level features that check for a PSN ID. For example, look here in the settings. Even though this console is technically fake activated with the old method, Enable Remote Play is unavailable. You can't toggle it. And it gets worse. If you want to back up your save files, specifically your PS4 saves on the PS5 to a USB drive, you can't. If I try to select Copy to USB drive, I get hit with this wall. You are not signed in. Connect to PlayStation Network. For a jailbroken console, not being able to back up saves via USB is a huge pain. You have to use FTP or PS5 Explorer, which is tedious. This new payload solves all of that. Alright, let's see if this new payload actually fixes these problems. We are going to run the test payload live. First things first, we need to ensure the console is ready to receive code. Head over to your settings, go down to System, then System Software and Console Information. You need to verify that you are connected to your network. You want to make sure you have a valid IPv4 address. If you aren't connected to the same network as your computer, this won't work. Go ahead and note down your IP address. Mine here is 192.168.137.247. Yours will obviously be different, so write yours down. Once you have that, we can switch over to the PC. Over on the computer, we are going to send the payload. For this demonstration, I'm using Netcat GUI, but honestly, you can use any payload injector you prefer. Python scripts, Netcat, whatever works for you. Here is the process. Enter the IP address of your PS5 that we just wrote down. For the port, you want to set this to 9021. Next, grab the earthonion payload file, again linked below, and load it into the path. Once that's set, hit inject. You'll see the log running. It should say something like np fake sign-in is starting. It only takes a few seconds. Once the script finishes executing, it will prompt you to reboot the console to apply changes. So, let's head back to the PS5 and restart the system. Okay, we are back up. I'm logging into the account that we just targeted with the payload. Let's see if those locked doors are finally open. First check Remote Play. We go to Settings, System, Remote Play, and there it is. Enable Remote Play is now active. I can toggle it on, I can toggle it off. I can even go into Link Device and it actually generates the code. This was impossible with the previous fake activation method. Now for the big one, USB save transfers. This has been the most requested feature for offline users. I'm going to save data on console storage. I'm selecting the option Copy to USB drive. Previously, this kicked us out. Now it lets me in. I can see my game saves. I'm going to select a game save right here, hit copy, and boom, it is writing to the USB drive. And just to verify, let's go the other way. I'll go to the USB drive tab, select the save, and copy it back to the console. It works perfectly. This brings the jailbroken PS5 experience almost on par with a retail console in terms of local data management. You don't need to mess around with FTP clients just to back up your Elden Ring save anymore. So, it works, but I need to circle back to what I said at the beginning. Why shouldn't you do this right now? The current implementation of this payload has a major flaw regarding account IDs. On a retail console, every PSN account has a unique 16-digit hex ID. Your save files are encrypted using this ID. The current test payload doesn't let you manually type in your own ID, it just assigns one. This creates two problems: duplicate accounts I've seen reports of the payload bugging out and creating a second ghost account with the same name, which confuses the system. And save compatibility. If you activate with a random ID now and then later we get a better tool that lets you use your real ID, your save files made today might not work tomorrow because the IDs won't match. You could end up with corrupted data messages on all your saves. That is a headache you don't want to deal with. What we're waiting for is an update to the offline account activator tool. We need a version that allows us to manually input a specific 16-digit account ID. This will ensure that if you ever move to a legit console, or if you're importing saves from a legit console, everything matches up perfectly. So, huge props to earthonion and ConsoleHax for this proof of concept. It proves full activation is possible. But for you guys watching, sit tight. The full, safe release is just around the corner, and I'll have a video up as soon as it drops. If you found this update useful, please leave a like and subscribe for more PS5 modding news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.